the moment you have a child, everything changes in your life. You kind of you start to remember what it is, what it means. Your life becomes more playful.
I see childhood as an ongoing process of learning how to become human in a whole variety of ways. Moving our body, learning to walk, learning to jump off the back of the couch, learning that it hurts when you land.
Early childhood development is that critical time frame where your brain structure and the foundation develops. You ought to really focus on that specific age, which is from conception till the age of 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Eu queria que eles vão até o primeiro grau, faz faculdade, realiza os sonhos deles.
The early childhood period is really a blank slate period where we are teaching them the way of the world and the way of humans. If we don't do that well, we will reap the results of that later on.
ودائما تفادي المشكلة أسهل من حلها. لأن وعي الإنسان، فهم الإنسان للواقع، للمجتمع، لعلاقاته، تبدأ كلها في السنوات الخمس الأولى من عمر الإنسان.
لكن لم يكن.
If we miss that, then everything else becomes more difficult and more costly, and it's just like a snowball.
This is a global issue. It's not just about building a workforce. It's also about building society. It's about building the world as we know it.
أي قليصة تبغى منها، هذه ولا هذيك؟
جلمود.
جلمود؟ ايوه امسكه من الخطامة. يلا خليه يقوم. يلا اركب.
شربي بريك.
شوي ما شاء الله. شوي لا بريك
أنا
يلا
بابرك
اكبر.
ناصر أقدر نعال ترى ما تقبضت.
يلا
What comes to mind when you think of the Arabian Peninsula? Is it the desert? Maybe camels? Or the sea? You wouldn't be far off. But what about children? There are many who remember when life followed a slower path. Subsistence revolved around nomadic tribes herding camels and goats across the desert, or coastal dwellers fishing and diving for pearls. And children, they were unmistakably woven into the fabric of life. However, an existence tied to the land and sea was arduous, and only 1 in 2 children made it to adulthood. Today, the United Arab Emirates is one of the most modern countries in the world. Its largest emirate, Abu Dhabi, is an international hub for culture and innovation. But in a rapidly changing world, how can this growth continue with care for years to come? The answer is simple. Start with young children.
We all know children, have children, have been inspired by children in one way or another. There's so much more we don't know about how we can help secure not just their growth, but also our very own. That the answers are amongst us as an international community, Thank you for recognizing that for us to be able to do good things, we're going to have to start at the very, very beginning.
Children are really at the core in our culture in UAE.
Leadership in the country have recognized the importance of really focusing on children in their early years. The Abu Dhabi Early Childhood Authority is a government entity that was established in 2019.
بالاستثمار في الطفل والاهتمام بالطفل ويكون هو محور التنمية. نحن كلنا اليوم عندنا فرصة أن نبني شيء ممكن يمتد لعقود وقرون قادمة إن شاء الله.
There is a lot of advancements made in other parts of the world when it comes to early childhood development. We want to address some of our priorities by connecting with policymakers, academics, innovators, disruptors around the world.
Muito bem!
The World Early Childhood Development Movement was announced by the ECA back in 2021. It's a platform for everyone in the ecosystem to convene.
We see WED as the knowledge hub. All of us, especially governments, we really need to prioritize this topic and make it something that comes across all the work we do.
The Innovation Lab is the first step in every cycle of the WED movement. After identifying the themes for WED, we identify the experts that we would like to come together for every one of those themes.
The main purpose is maximizing from the knowledge that exists outside UAE. We need to engage with everyone around us to help us develop solutions and create knowledge.
They should be observing the child, their responses, and so the child has some kind of express.
نجمع العالم على محور الطفولة المبكرة ومستقبل الطفولة المبكرة.
If we really believe in future foresight, in future sustainability, prosperity, that's where we need to start.
The WED movement searched globally for leaders in early childhood innovation. In Brazil, local champions support those who care for babies and toddlers, creating a solid foundation from the very beginning.
Eu sou Juliana Moscopo dos Santos, tenho 45 anos. Estou visitadora do Primeira Infância Melhor Criança Feliz.
Oi, bom dia, tudo bom? Oi, Lorena, tudo bom? Você deu um beijo para ficar marcado?
Em 2003, o governo do estado do Rio Grande do Sul começou a desenvolver essa intervenção que se chama Programa Primeira Infância Melhor.
Isso.
E a ideia era basicamente, então, formar visitadores domiciliares para ofertar serviços a famílias com gestantes e crianças na faixa etária de 0 a 5 anos, no próprio domicílio, orientando os pais a partir da sua cultura, orientar, observar, aconselhar o cuidador de referência enquanto ele interage com o seu filho ou a sua filha, com a sua criança.
Hoje eu trouxe como objetivo a gente trabalhar um pouquinho da linguagem.
O
que é isso? Um livro!
Olha aqui! O que é isso? Hã?
Como é que a vaca faz?
Não! Como é que a vaca faz, Leb?
Nós sabemos que o desenvolvimento, o período crítico e de mais rápido desenvolvimento cerebral ocorre no 3º trimestre de gestação até o final do 2º ano de vida da criança. Estima-se que em torno de 1 milhão, de sinapses ocorrem por segundo nesse período. Por isso que esse período dos primeiros 1000 dias de vida é o período mais importante para que nós possamos intervir.
A Lorena, ela fez 9 meses, né? Até agora, a gente estimulou ela a engatinhar, né? Era um dos pressupostos, né, daqui dos indicadores de 6 a 9 meses.
Uou!
Vou pegar aqui, que aí ela vai tentar pegar no chão. Ó, tu vê que ela puxa, ó. Ana, ela vai pegar.
Pegou.
Olha ali, ela pegou.
Bate palma pra ela.
Beleza. Aí quando isso acontecer, tu deixa ela pegar, brincar, né?
Todo o conjunto de pesquisas que vem sendo desenvolvidas nessas últimas décadas demonstram exatamente o que nós precisamos investir desde o útero, que nós precisamos conversar com os bebês, que nós precisamos ler para os bebês. Então, o visitador tem esse papel tão importante de ampliar o repertório das famílias.
Tchau.
Dá tchau. Então tá, tchau, Ju.
Tchau, até semana que vem. Nós visitadores, a gente vai e fica 45 minutos por semana. A família tem que fazer o seu papel. Ele precisa ser dado continuidade. A educação vem de casa.
Mais de 60% das crianças na faixa etária de 0 a 6 anos estão sob o cuidado e educadas em ambiente doméstico. Por isso é tão importante criar uma consciência pública sobre a importância dos primeiros anos de vida.
Brazil's Home Visitor Program illustrates that healthy children depend on relationships, but that's just a start. Development thrives on a human connection, but as kids grow, the world around them changes, blurring the line between technology and everyday spaces. The WED movement asked, how do we prepare children for a digital future? In the United States, young children are empowered to reframe how they view their world.
A child today is growing up in an environment that is steeped in media. Media are the air they breathe and the water they drink. And we just have to understand that everything they do is interpreted through and reflected in this world of media.
When I entered the field, everything was for older kids. If we were really going to do this, we needed to do it for all ages. And that meant starting with the little ones.
Who's your favorite character on Arthur?
Arthur.
Oh, you like him best?
Yes.
As a parent, my kids have experienced a lot of flux and change with the technology that's been available to them, and I've seen the need to try and explain how some of that can be great and some of it can be dangerous. Don't assume that just because kids are using a piece of media that they can tell you how it works. Fish may be native to water, but they may not be able to tell you anything about it. Typical day at work.
So a lot of the work that I've done has transitioned from making content for kids to making content about media.
Yeah, let's go over here and have a look at the big studio here. We're going to be looking at some animation that we made. And our friend Ruff, who talks about what media is and technology.
I know algorithms. You see, elephants are animals, they're big and gray, so the computer starts predicting that you like things that way.
We've seen the need to give kids these kinds of tools to stay safe and to get the most out of being online. And the most fun we've had in doing so is by creating a cartoon series called Ruff Ruffman, Humble Media Genius.
To guess my favorite video.
One of the videos that we've made recently explains algorithms to kids to let them know that what they're watching helps piece of software, decide what to give them next. If you ask most young kids about the media that they consume, they have no idea where it came from.
I think the most important thing about seeing media being made is to understand that it is made by people making choices who are trying to tell a story in a certain way to convey what they want to convey. A lot of times, if we don't do that, we just look at it and it's as real as what's happening outside.
So I'm Janine, and I'm the voice of Lupin, the blue cat. I wake up and I do some vocal exercises. So I go like, la, 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 la. And actually, you all can do one with me. Can you guys do this? Yeah, that's what I do.
I think it's important that we teach kids about how media is made and also show them how to make it.
All of us creatives, we get to make choices on what media sounds like. So like I can talk like this for Lupin. I can speak in a southern accent for Lupin. I can whisper for her. Or I can sing out.
So for us to have the opportunity to show kids inside the audio booth, to meet one of the actors who plays one of our characters, and to meet the audio engineer who helps mix that music, helps them see inside the kitchen.
You see, elephants are animals, they're big and gray, so the computer starts predicting that you like things that way. The videos, the algorithm recommends.
Years ago, it was only professionals really we thought of as creating media. Now we're all media creators.
I know!
Algorithms! Great job, guys.
If we can show them how animation is created, then they begin to understand, oh, I get it. I can enjoy watching these stories. I enjoy this character. But I understand also that good storytelling teaches us things about how the world works. And young children are always trying to figure out how the world works.
Good job singing, Sarah.
That's excellent.
Bye, everyone.
Bye,
guys. Thank you for coming.
Bye. Nice meeting you. Hold the hand, hold the hand.
Let's wander in here and look around. What's over here?
A green paper.
But then look over here. What's going on TV? Are we outside?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I thought we were inside. Where'd my head go? Oh, that's just because I'm too tall. So what happens is that everything that's green is taken away. That's the paper behind us. And then the camera puts us on top of another picture. So we can be anywhere we want. We've had some fun putting kids in front of a green screen. So while the kids had fun with that, it was also a chance for them to understand that the images that they see may be augmented or completely fictionalized by the people that made the image. All right, who wants to make their head disappear?
Me.
You? Okay, stand here. Where'd your head go?
I think that it's so important for kids to realize that this is a conscious act with a clear goal in mind, that it is a made thing rather than reality.
I see a rock in the middle of in the water.
And are you really standing in water or is it pretend?
Pretend.
No hands. Look, Ma, no hands. Now, watch out for that taxi. Got the right clothing for being in the desert. Do you have a hat? Keep the sun off.
I think the fact that we're trying to bring it to them on their terms is really, really important, because otherwise they accept it as a given. And so I think that being conscious consumers also helps them be conscious creators of media. Kids don't want to be told to be afraid of the media.
And are we looking at real cars and real trees?
No.
So how is that happening?
Because of the green.
Because the green, what does that do?
It makes everything different.
It makes everything different.
One of the things that I say to parents is, don't be fearful of the digital environment. Support your child's success in it.
I hope that kids who have access to a tablet or a computer take the time to try and make a thing instead of just watching videos. Make a video instead of just reading stories. Create a story.
If we want kids to be functional and thriving in that world, in the same way that we wanted kids to be functioning in the analog print-driven world, then we need to do more than teach them how to read print. That's why media literacy is important. Media literacy is literacy for the real world.
Children and their families are more connected today than ever before. But rapid globalization may distract from the core values that make us who we are. In the United Arab Emirates, the WED movement looks inward to Abu Dhabi. In a community of more than 200 nationalities, Emiratis embrace modernization while honoring the past.
يضرب يضرب توت
تبى أطفالك يكونوا مرتبطين بمجتمعهم، ربوا وعاشوا فيها بتاريخهم، ثقافتهم، بقيادتهم.
The world, in a way, is changing so fast because of globalization, because of technological development, and we're so connected in a way. But at the same time, we're losing this local connection to our own culture, to our own practices. Cultures evolve. I don't think that a culture is static. We're constantly changing. But how do we keep those values that are core to what we want to keep?
قيم مثل الصدق، تعاون، تسامح، مثل الكرم، مثل الإقدام والإبداع. ثقافتنا، هويتنا، كيف نحددها؟ كيف ننقلها؟
I'm a mom of 2 daughters. I'm very lucky to have these beautiful girls. On the other hand, I feel like I have a lot of responsibility to actually nurture their minds and help them know more about their personality rather than shape their personality. The United Arab Emirates is not just a country to me, it's a source of pride and identity. What I love about the UAE is that we respect the heritage a lot and the traditions, but we always aim for modernity. Every part of the UAE is beautiful with its own personality. So we make sure that we teach generation by generation how to love it and pass it down to other generations as well.
When I was 6 or 7 years old, my father always tells me, whenever you finish your studies and you do a really good at school, he would promise me to take me to the desert to visit our camels. Oh. Nowadays, during the weekend, I go from Abu Dhabi all the way to my hometown to visit my father, my brothers, my friends. Always take my nephews to the Al-Izba because it's very nice to teach them these aspects of taking care of the camels, taking care of the falcons.
A lot of the cultural values are things that we learn through life.
تعرف تحق عن برقة؟ يلا حق عن برقة خلنا نشوف. أيوة ما شاء الله عليك يا ناصر. I always teach my nephews how to take care of the falcon and also teaches them how to be patient because you're gonna spend hours with him. You're gonna feed him. They are getting confidence, which helps them be more responsible for themselves.
You can only learn to love whatever you get to know. It's creating this identity with culture, this sense of belonging to a specific culture.
All of this tradition, heritage, they have been implemented by my father to me. This is how he grew up and his ancestors. our tradition and our heritage. This not going to stop us from going to study, learn about the world, and become one of the top students or workers in the world.
Okay. Language is a very important thing to us in our family.
فأهم شيء أن القيم هاي تثبت عندنا، تثبت عند أطفالنا، وأساساً هي لغتهم، كيف يسمع، كيف يتفاعل مع مجتمعه، كيف يتكلم معاهم.
تبين أساعد ترسمين دائرة ولا قلب تبين؟ We live in a country with different nationalities. لو إني داخل المربع، تشوفي هني؟ Most of the kids in the past couple of years started talking only in English because of everything they're exposed to. لون شو الأزرق؟ تبين ترسمين البحر. In our family, we decided before even having children that we want to really focus on the Arabic language and the culture. شو اسمك؟
نورة.
نورة. It's very important to us that our kids know where they belong to and which language is their mother language. As Muslims as well, our holy book, the Quran, is in Arabic. So many of the values that we teach our children is in Arabic. So if they don't know how to understand it or receive it in Arabic, they will be losing it. يلا نرسم شو. Losing their Arabic language will stop them from being able to teach their kids the Arabic language. One of the traditions I think about always is hospitality, to give anyone visiting the house something to drink, offer them something. Living in a country with a lot of diversity gives us a bigger responsibility on holding on into our traditions, language.
What you're doing in the early years is you're affirming the foundation of a personality of a human being. And a lot of that foundation is then represented in the personality and the values and the culture that we want to share for the rest of our lives.
شوفي هذا لون أخضر ما يشتي نزرعه صح؟ هذا أي لون؟ بني؟
I love seeing the world through her eyes. There are many challenges actually in being a mother nowadays.
سوي لهم دخان صح؟ عشان ما يخافون صح؟
I would love to have girls that can take a decision on how to be like resilient, strong-minded, with a flexible personality, but at the same time their values are very important.
هذا؟ تجربينه؟ يلا نجرب.
That they would not change it just because someone is trying to change what they have been raised to be.
قريهم يلا شكرا يا محلات.
اكس تعادل يا اخي.
اليوم مع وجود التكنولوجيا انت ممكن توجد نفس الانسان بنفس القدرات من اي مكان في العالم، بس شو اللي يفرق عندك انت كطفل الاماراتي او طفل عايش في مجتمع الامارات هي القيم التي يحملها داخل هذا الطفل.
1 2 3 يلا.
متى نبدا نعلم عيالنا على عوايتهم وتقاليدهم؟ متى نوديهم البحر؟ متى نوديهم العزبه؟ متى المناسب لهم؟ شو العمر؟
I think it's more about really making sure that we're connecting as human beings and just creating these magical moments that create memories. I think there are many different experiences around the world. What are the important values that they want to keep as a culture? What do they hold close to their hearts? And I think this is the moment that Abu Dhabi is going through all of these questions of how are we making sure that we become this melting pot, but at the same time we can spread all of these important values that are core to our culture.
When my nephews grow up, I hope that they bring their children to the Al-Azbat to pass the knowledge that we gave them to their children.
Everything I do on daily basis is for their future, not only raising them, but raising also the generations to come. So I raise my daughters for them to be women that will make a difference, that will treat people well, that will contribute well to their country and continue with the vision of this country and the leadership that we have.
WED movement is this beautiful possibility of bringing people together.
خبرائنا من دول مختلفة، من أفكار مختلفة، من مجتمعات مختلفة، من فكر علمي مختلف. خلنا نتناقش، خلنا نشوف شو الأفضل للأطفال في العالم.
The WED movement's global quest reveals that focusing on the early years is not a novel idea, but imagining new solutions for tomorrow's challenges will help today's children grow with care. It's our collective responsibility to champion a world that supports our youngest and those who raise them.
What can Abu Dhabi learn from the world? We know that there is a lot of research, a lot of things that is happening in the field of early childhood development.
Here it is.
We really want to start where others have progressed. And what can Abu Dhabi or UAE offer? We can support some of these initiatives that will come out of the WED movement with knowledge and resources, and then scaling it outside Abu Dhabi.
We are all related to children in one way or another. You don't need to be a parent to care about children. We need more champions that can help us advocate for this. What are you doing in order to make the life of a young child different?
Whether sharing a story or weaving wonder into learning, setting the dinner table or a cultural curriculum, life is shaped by shared moments and digital threads. Children are the present, but they are also the future. Join us in shifting the focus to the early years.
Recording us is invisible too.
Spending the day with us and joining us.
Just pouring the painting water now.
I think it's the end.
Of you. And the mom.
This is why I'm not a teacher.
That was wonderful. We're gonna do it again.